Hi everyone, I'm Audrey Cronin.
And she's Audrey Cronin. What? I'm Josh Prendeville. He's Chris. She's Audrey Cronin.
And he's Bill Baxton.
And who's Bill Baxton? We're back on the Great Summer
after
and we are
strike.
live.
Live on Ustream.
Strikes, riots, and everything. And Chris was the main
Arrests,
culprit.
births, marriages. Yeah. There hasn't been any deaths, has there? Yet. But I mean, Chris had a gun at one stage, and he's very hormonal lately. I swear he's pregnant.
I don't know. I think he's hitting puberty.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, forget about all about. Should we tell him why we had the strikes?
Yeah. Well, see,
I'll let you say it because it was.
Yeah.
Because
it's
you,
basically
really.
me. I mean, as the lead presenter on the Great Soap Debate.
Fuck you.
Right. I hope you beep the profanity, Baxton. Right. You may have seen the Great Soap Debate quiz recently, and well, I didn't really like the result. You know, I mean, it was clearly fixed.
What was your score?
2, I believe, but it was clearly fixed. That's not the point.
I thought it was near 0.
It could have been 0. I don't know. I lost.
I had 8. He had like 2, and you had like 0.
I lost count. I had so little.
It's like Ipswich.
We scored yesterday. We had that's football. We're here to talk about soaps.
Oh, okay.
Right. Anyway, I didn't like the result, so I said to Audrey and Chris, I'm going to protest, and you're either with me or against me. Chris, of course, my homie, was with me straight away. You know, he understood.
It took a bit of convincing for me, but then I realised, like...
Yeah, you realised
I had to open up to you
yeah.
that he told me, like, if...
Yeah, Aud was even considering suing Baxton for harassment at one point, but it didn't happen. But anyway...
I was very upset. He forced me to do
So
it.
basically, we left bringing it to net, and we gave Baxton a series of demands.
Yep.
We asked for a microphone, we got it.
Got it.
We asked for clean water for Chris's bowl, we got it. I mean,
Proper drinks.
Baxton even bought me new casual clothes. I don't have to wear my own shirts and ties anymore. We have a fan there. We have a disco ball. We have 2 extra fish. We have 2 laptops now, would you believe? We have a camera.
Yeah, this is our own personal one.
I mean, we didn't even have a camera before. How we filmed, I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing I don't like is why he gets a backrest and we don't.
Yeah, Baxton has a backrest, you know, and we don't. I've got a towel, complimentary towel.
I haven't.
It's a pity that Baxton didn't stamp the Bring It to the Net logo on it, but we have a towel.
Anyway, this week's subject. Right, earlier on, me and Josh sat down and watched the Eastenders omnibus, and Josh was kind of touched about a certain couple in there.
I mean, I'm a very emotional person, you know, but soaps don't really bring out emotions in me that often. But
today's
it was something different about today. You know, we both sat there with our popcorn, and Chris was sitting in the middle of us laughing away, and we just, you know, we were crying. We really were crying.
Yeah, can we tell him why, Josh? It's not gonna. You're gonna be
Gary Hobbs and Minti. What's his face?
Peterson.
That's him. Right. The EastEnders this week. I don't know if you've watched it or not, but it was just sad, wasn't it? I mean, one friend, like Tom without Jerry, a door without a handle, a fan without a spinny thing, a bin without rubbish, a candle without fire, a fish without water,
a fridge without food.
Yeah, you know, that's what Minti without Gary is. I know they're bringing in your man Darren now to try and replace Gary.
Yeah, but he's a bit weird.
Yeah, he's not Gary, is he? No. You know,
But anyway, back to that the scene where they were sailing off in the little boat.
Gary went
and Minti just shouts out, "Love you, gal."
Yeah.
Didn't you hear a rumour about Gary and Dawn having kids?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, they have the kid's not actually Gary's. I mean, I don't know
the first one, Summer.
I don't know who she is because she's been some. Oh, it was
Rob,
the doctor, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, her husband.
Fella. Yeah. Well,
the doctor's husband,
wasn't
Rob.
he a doctor as well?
No, he was a bank.
Right, the same thing as a doctor. Really, they're all corrupt. But like, yeah, they have one called Summer already, and I heard that over the next few years they're planning to have 3 more, known as Spring, Winter, and Autumn. We don't know what gender they're going to be, but we know they have that planned. We were looking at some internet spoilers.
Should we forget that storyline now and get back onto the main one tonight?
Yeah, we kind of preheated the oven there. Now it's a question of putting the pizza inside it, sort of thing.
And just build back from there, right from there. Well, during the week we've been doing some research about the Rovers Return.
Well, Aud's been doing the research. You know, me and Chris kind of pay her to do this sort of thing.
In chocolate.
Yeah, I chocolate. Yeah.
Well, the Rovers Return. We were talking about the landlords and landladies of the years.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
Who's your most memorable?
Fred Elliott.
But did he own that on his own?
No, he didn't. But I don't know.
Who did he own it with?
His wife. He had so many wives. I don't know which one it was.
No,
but like, if you've watched the past Great Sub debates, you know that I'm a big Fred Elliott fan, even though he's dead. But I thought he was very.
Fred Elliott actually owned the Rovers Return with Mike Baldwin and Dougie. Do you remember that?
No, I don't. What year was it? 2001.
It's 2006.
To 2006. I was born then, so I should remember, but I don't.
Well, they basically owned the pub, and I think it was a bet. That's how they won it, or something.
A bet?
Yeah.
A bet?
Yeah, that's what my sources are telling me.
Winning a pub on a bet, huh?
That's how Phil Mitchell won it once in Eastenders. I don't know to talk about that. And Emmerdale.
Emma what?
Emmerdale.
What is that anyway?
I don't know. I haven't
watched Emmerdale in months.
No.
I mean,
because Victoria and her boobs.
Yeah, it's very pointless.
Yeah.
I just don't see the point. I mean, Andy comes in, milks cow, comes back in, eats, goes out again, chases sheep, comes back in, and sleeps.
Do you know who the current owners of Coronation Street are? Of the Rovers Return?
Well, I don't know who owns Coronation Street, but
Rovers Return.
Liz, Steve, and Becky. Yeah. Would I be correct? It was just a random guess thrown out there.
Considering it's on the screen, love. Yeah, that's them. But have you got any memorable owners? Mine have to be Jack and Vera. Do you remember?
I remember.
You might not have seen the episode where they were living upstairs and Alec Baldwin. Gilroy.
I never thought we'd hear the mention of Alec Baldwin on the Great Sub debate.
There wasn't an Alec Baldwin.
Baxton is shaking his head, folks.
Gilroy. Get Alec Gilroy. And he took the stairs down in the hallway so Jack and Vera couldn't get down.
Why didn't they just jump?
Oh, she knocked it. Because they didn't want to leave the pub. They loved it. I remember that episode. I cried.
Well, what
I don't know.
year was it? Have a look there.
God.
1998 to 2000. Go up. 1995 to 1998.
Yeah, and they left.
So it must have been in 1997 by our sources that happened.
Around that, yeah, he came back for a bit.
Who did? Jack or the pub?
Alec.
Oh, I thought you meant the pub disappeared for a while.
And did you know there was actually a lorry crash in Coronation Street in the year of I think it was 1971.
Yeah, you were telling me about that over breakfast this morning here, bringing it to the net headquarters.
Yeah, breakfast, if you want to call it breakfast.
I got a bowl of peanuts.
You got a bowl of peanuts? Why is he laughing?
I don't know.
Because he's actually disturbing me.
Behind the camera.
Why don't you come on camera and tell him what you're laughing at, Baxton?
Cam.
No, I will not. I've had enough of his shit for once. No, I won't.
We've sorted it
You're bum licking now.
No.
Yeah.
I hate the bastard. But still,
He doesn't. He rises to attention when he sees him.
To mention that I did install a tap with running water.
Whatever.
The absolute gall of him. I think we should both go and jump in.
He didn't even give me a mouse. I've just used my finger to scroll.
A mouse? Oh, I thought you meant the animal. Oh, jeez.
No, if I see one of them, I'll be on the table.
Have a little buddy for Chris or something.
A mouse? Hi, Chris. No, there was a lorry crash where Tracy Barlow, do you know that nutty one who?
Yeah, but she was a child, wasn't she?
She was a baby in the pram outside the Rovers Return.
She's not a baby now.
1979, the 7th of March, 1979, that happened.
Yeah.
And Deirdre, big eyes, glasses, things.
Yeah.
She left her outside the Rovers Return.